Hello Taurus, thanks for joining me for the November of 2021 Taroscopes. It's going to be a big month. We're going to have our starting into eclipse season, and guess who's going to have the first eclipse? You are. My name is Vickieverlie. I'm the rock and roll prophetess. I've been in the metaphysical field for over 30 years. We're going to do the main portion of the reading from the rock and roll tarot deck, my own design. Then we're going to pull a card from an animal totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own design. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be 4 additional clarifying cards pulled from the Hobbit Tarot. Alright, so let's get into it. Hey, well, the big news is the eclipse. I mean, that's going to be the thing. Eclipse season is starting. It's in your sign, so of course you are going to be really impacted by it. It's also a full moon, and it's your one and only full moon. So you have a full moon every year, one new moon and one full moon. So this is your official full moon. Things really come to culmination under the full moon, and the eclipses usually will eclipse something out of your life. Don't get scared about that. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's something scary or bad in any way. It just means that something's going to be eclipsed out of your life. Hopefully it's something that you want to be eclipsed out of your life. Okay, I'm going to really switch up the tarot reading this month. We're really going to do it different. Different than it's been done on YouTube before. I realized, because I've been putting out those year ahead doing the year ahead readings, the personal year ahead readings for everybody. My most popular reading of the year, thanks to all of you who have been ordering them. You know, we're really rocking them through, spacing it out over the next few months here. It'll be available to the end of the year only. And then I decided I was going to do a pay-per-view general reading for only $5, and I was doing this, and it also, the purpose of it, number one, is if maybe you don't want to go for the whole personal reading, but number two, maybe you can just kind of get a feel for what it's like because by showing you the format. So and while I was doing that, it dawned on me, it's just like, you know, I'm showing you the format that I do the personal reading in, but the readings I do every month on YouTube, they're nothing like the format, what I do in your personal readings for your, you know, your regular, not the year ahead, the regular readings. So I'm going to do it more like I do it, actually do it. And this is how I've done it for decades. I've never seen anybody else do it. I'm going to start with the traditional Celtic cross. And then as we go around, and after that, I'm going to go through and I'm going to find you in the spread. So you are an earth sign. Now, if it was a private reading, I would be, if you were identified as female, then it would be the Queen of Pentacles. If you identify as male, it would be the King of Pentacles. So since this is a general reading, whoever turns up first in the second portion of the reading, King or Queen, that's going to be you. And then we're going to look at the cards around it. Now this is my own way of doing it. I've never seen anybody else do it ever. So this is my own interpretation. So, but then it's, you know, it's kind of, you guys can let me know. Do you like it better this way, or do you like it better the old way? All right, so here we go, Taurus. Man, this eclipse is powerful. It's been showing up in everybody's cards, like big time changes. So I can just imagine how much it's going to really be affecting you. But let's go ahead and get your, cut the deck. Okay. And we're going to start with the Celtic cross. We've got 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Rods, 9 of Rods, 5 of Pentacles. I'm putting them all in the upright too, but I can interpret them, yes, you know, I don't need the reverse to force me into saying it's one way or the other. Okay, let's see here. And then the final outcome is the Wish card. Well, that's some nice news. So the final outcome of the first part of this reading is that you have the Wish card. So the Wish card says, your wish is coming true. So that's very favorable and very positive. So if you tuned into this reading with a specific question in mind, it's a yes. You're going to get what you want. Not only are you going to get what you want, the world says, you know, that surpass is really standing out to me. And that's a lot of what the, you know, the world means. You're not only going to get what you want, but you could even surpass beyond that. But let's start at the beginning. So you've been working, many of you have been working on something. You've been working on it just for the love of doing it. You've been putting something together. I just heard writing a thesis. So somebody's writing a thesis, but it could just be anything. Maybe you're doing some kind of, you know, art project, writing. Maybe you're just building something. Maybe you're just revising your resume. But, you know, you're producing a lot because you're into it. The 8 of Pentacles is really about really being into it. There's money that can be made, but that's not really what it's about. And I feel like you may feel like, from these 2 cards, like maybe somebody's told you, oh, you'll never make a living at that. That's go get a real job, or, you know, that kind of stuff. And so you're very on guard about it. You have a lot of doubt about it. But you do it anyway just because you're called to do it. You know, it's a calling and you love it. Ace of Rods, go ahead and put those seeds out there. Plant those seeds. Because it certainly looks like people are going to want to participate, want to get on board with what you're doing, want to purchase your wares, whatever the case may be. We've got water and fire here. And this month of November, we're going to be in water and fire. We're going to be in Scorpio, and then after the 21st, we're going to move into Sagittarius. So we're going to be in those signs this month. These two people are showing us kings, so they could be men, but they could be, the gender is not part of it. But the thing about the king is, the kings are very much further along on their path. The kings are very much in a position to actually do something or help you in some way. That's the thing that I'm picking up. So it's not going to be just, the king can actually make an impact, could actually help you. And there's two different ones. And one may come before the other, or they may come together. It's depending. It's going to be different for everybody. But they are definitely part of the Hierophant here. They're part of the crew. They're part of the, they're part of the, my dog's here. Sorry, I don't know if you can see him on camera. But they're part of the, he's got something on here. Let's pull this off. What I got it here? What is that? Like a burr or something. Okay, buddy, go lay down. I need to wipe my hands off with the baby wipes because who knows what the hell that was. Sorry about that. Okay, you gotta go lay down when I finish the reading, buddy. Go lay down. Yes, go lay down. But anyways, they are, these two, they're part of this, maybe for some it might be like an exclusive club. Or it could be like a union, or it could be like a publishing company, or a record company, or, some big investment firm. It's going to be, for some of you, there's something about this antenna standing up for me. It could be a television station or a radio station. So something like that. And they're coming together, and it's going to make your, I'm hearing that, Laverne and Shirley. We're going to do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Making our dreams come true, or whatever. I heard making our dreams come true, and then I started on that song. So maybe this is Laverne and Shirley type, like two best friends. Who knows? I don't know for sure. But news is coming in the time of fire. That's what I can tell you. Now, the time of fire is going to be again after we move over here into the 21st, as we move into the sign of Sagittarius. Okay, now here comes the fun part. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going until I find you. So either King or Queen of Pentacles, and then we're going to look at the cards surrounding. There's the Knight of Pentacles, but we said King or Queen. We're going to look at the cards that are surrounding you, and that's going to be like the meat of the reading. We're not going to read every single card that's laid out here, because that's just not how we do it. Okay, let's put this start a new row here. Okay, so we're looking for a King or Queen of Pentacles, whoever is going to show up first. I'm going to go back up. Oops, well, besides that, I'll keep these in the upright position. There's the Queen, okay. Well, actually, I'm going to go down because this would be the cards above her. I want to see the ones that are above her. It's going to be above and below, both, and to the sides. And then the row below. This is coming off the table here. I'm going to have to try to move that whole thing up like that. Okay, so here you are. Whether you're male or female, this is going to be you over here. Something that you gave up on. Again, that was showing in the very first part. Like you were looking back like, oh, somebody told me it was no good, or you were rejected in some way. It's coming around again, and justice will be done. You know what, when we're really into something and we really enjoy doing it, it usually is part of our soul's calling. So it's time to really rely more on your inner promptings of your joy and everything that you get from it, rather than what some outside person says to you or is negative toward you. Seven of Cups is here, so you can visualize and make your dreams come true. For some of you, you're visualizing a new lover is coming in here, because you've got Ace of Cups, lovers. Could be an air sign person, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, but look at down here, too. We've got this arrows of love. It's hard to see, I'm sorry. Here, hold it up. Arrows of love hitting the mark, pointing right at the Knight of Rods. The Knight of Rods could be a younger person, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag, coming in the time of fire. The rods is also passion and sexual, very strong sexual energy, especially paired with the lovers. This could also have to do with more with this career stuff too, because the Ten of Pentacles is right there. So it's really showing that there is an abundance of wealth. It's interesting that it shows right next to the moon card there, because the moon, you know, we could be talking about that eclipse time. Let's put this box in here or something, hold this up. You know, we could be talking about that eclipse time again, which is the 19th. That's going to be so powerful. You should start now making your list and getting things together of what is it you do want to release. Because this is talking about feeling like in bondage, and then this full moon, I'm going to pull one more. This full moon can release it. Six of Cups, like feeling like your old self again, feeling better, feeling back to normal. For some of you, if this is a love relationship, this could be one of these people is some lover from the past showing up too. That could be a thing too. But overall, you know, believe in yourself. Don't believe what they're saying, people who want to put you down or, you know, say things about you that, you know, that made you feel bad or made you feel not worthy or less than in some way. Because this is the time, and it's, you know, this isn't the only thing. There's going to be eclipses all next year. If you get into the year ahead readings, I've been doing the 2022. There's going to be eclipses in your sign all this year and some of next year too. So this is the time when you can make big changes in your life. And why that is happening is because the node will be moving into your sign next year too. So it helps you align with your true north and things like that. I discussed that in those year ahead readings, so if you're interested, you can check that out further. Right now, let's go ahead and pull out your animal totem card. We're going to do that. Again, the year ahead readings are available. Check that out on my website. Most popular reading of the year, available for a limited time, only till the end of this year, and then you have to wait till next year to get in on it. So check it out if you're interested. This one wants to come. The Panther, Cheetah. Cheetah is about really being prolific and putting your stuff out there, putting a lot of stuff out there. So for some of you, maybe you're like me, you know, you do music, art, you do a whole bunch of stuff. Put it all out there. I mean, it's cool that we live in a time, if you think about it, where you don't have to get the record label. You don't have to get the publisher. You don't have to get the art gallery. You know, we live in a time where you can just put your stuff right out there. You know, power to the independent creators, which I want to talk about in a minute. But here's what I wrote initially with the Cheetah card. Empath, healer, prolific creator. Things happening at lightning speed. This card can also mean that. Staying alert to synchronicities, the path of the soul practitioner. Yeah, soul practitioner in the way of, that was that Eight of Pentacles, of you kind of doing your own thing. But the cheetah is one of the most powerful symbols, and the cheetah is very bold and beautiful. And you can really be bold and beautiful this time, because another thing that this eclipse is going to do is just really shine the light on you. The full moon really shines the light on you. All right, speaking of independent creators, I've been mentioning this in all the videos. You know, a lot of people are all upset because the ships are on the ocean and they can't be able to buy their holiday gifts and this and that. Why not consider supporting an independent creator? This is just some of the things that I have. I have these journals. They're beautiful, and it's got my original art on it, and they're like $6 or $7 on Amazon. If you have Prime, you get free shipping. And it's not only for me. There's so many independent creators out there these days. You know, why not support independent creators go through Etsy or even look on YouTube? Many people, artists are posting on YouTube these days. And even on Facebook, you know, some of the artists that you follow on Facebook and makers, you know, why not consider purchasing gifts from an independent creator or a maker rather than putting the money in the pocket of these big corporations who don't even pay taxes? You know, just something to throw out there and consider. And then real quick before we go, I'm so excited about my new book again, book 2 of the Transmissions, my channel material. Lots of good stuff in here. If you're interested, check that out. You can get it free through the Kindle Lending Library, so if you're a member of that, bam, you can read it for free. All right, Taurus, we're moving into, this is the kickoff not only of eclipse season in your sign, but this is the kickoff of this whole eclipse cycle that's going to be happening with you and Scorpio over the next, you know, several years here. So, not several years, a couple of years, about 1.5 to 2 years. So, but still very powerful. You're not going to have this set up again for another 18 and 19 years, and it's such a powerful tool to really transform your life. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to have the Patreon do 4 clarifiers around you from the Patreon people. Also, those year ahead general readings are available free for my Patreon supporters. So if you want to find out about that, you can check those links below. In the meantime, thank you so much for everything that you do, especially subscribing and liking and sharing and commenting. But subscribing, that lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like my content, and therefore we can get it out to more people, which is always the goal. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have the best month ever, and we'll speak to you again soon. Bye.